2021 Ram ProMaster. We're doing a front brake replacement. It's pretty straightforward. Don't let it intimidate you, because you definitely can do it. You're just going to need some tools. First tool that you're probably going to need is going to be a T40, and that is to remove these slide pins. Okay, you do have a sensor for your brake pad. Just unplug it. All you do is just lift up this little tab right there, pull it out, done deal, move it over to the side. Now what I highly recommend is to obviously take the cap off the master and give that fluid some room to expand. Okay, grab yourself a screwdriver, pry bar, stick it in there, and then pull. Now what that's doing, that's compressing the piston. That's going to let us know, hey, this piston is good. We don't have to run to the parts store and grab a caliper, because it did push back. So now that it pushed back, go ahead, just remove it, put it off to the side. Here's our brake pad. This one would have slipped out of the bracket. Take a look at that, baby. That's a good one. That's a good one. Take a look at that. Caliper is Gucci, as the young crowd likes to say. All right, so now we're going to be removing these monsters right here. All right, so the next order of business, and you're going to have to pick this up at the parts store. You can get this at your local parts stores. An H14 hex. You see that, Bad Larry? That's what we need. Okay, and make sure you get a good one. All right, don't get no cheap one either, so they end up stripping the damn thing. All right, now we're going to remove our bracket. Just like that, guys. Perfect. All right, we're rocking and rolling, boys. If you got this far, you can finish the job. If you didn't get this far, I recommend just putting it all back and calling somebody. Okay, very good. Now here is our brake caliper. Okay, we never want to let this just hang. All right, it's not really a good thing to do. Is it going to damage the hose? Most likely not, but just trust me, just do it. All right, so now we got to remove these Bad Larrys. All right, so now that we removed these, I'm going to call them set screws. They definitely do help align the holes on the rotor with the holes on the hub. So definitely don't break these, put them off to the side. Okay, all right, so now here's the fun part. So go ahead, grab yourself a little box, place it underneath your rotor, and grab your heaviest hammer. Okay, guys, let's start with giving it a whack. There it is. Okay, don't be afraid. You're gonna have to whack it. That's just how it is. Did you see this here? Let's clean the hub. Very important. You want the rotor to have a clean mating surface. If you don't do that, you could end up with a wobble. Now the goal is, we're not trying to like refurbish this. We just want to make sure that there's no high spots. There's nothing lifted or scaled. And that's all you really need. Wash it down with some brake cleaner if you'd like. All right, so now at this point, guys, we're just going to slide our rotor right over our hub. Remember those screws I told you about? Go ahead, install those back. Just like that, okay? Put those back on. Very important. They're going to help keep this rotor nice and straight for us. Just like that, guys. All right, we're doing good. Lock those down. Lock those down. Awesome. And then we're going to spray this all down after, okay? Oh, right in the face. Don't breathe that shit in. Our next order of business is to go ahead, lift up these clips, and clean all these contact points. It's very important, very crucial for the longevity of this brake replacement. You got to clean that. And now what I typically do is use the brush that I have attached to my drill, but you guys probably don't have one, so we're gonna just use our wire brush. Now I just want you to know that the wire brush is gonna work as long as it's not lifted or scaled. If it's lifted or scaled rust, you're gonna have to grind it down, okay? So I just thought I'd let you guys know that right away off the bat. So let's go ahead and clean these up. good. All right, guys. So here we are. We got our new clips in. Just a quick tip when it comes to these clips, okay? Just make sure that this part of the clip here is pushed all the way in. Use a screwdriver if you have to, okay? Awesome. Go ahead and install our bracket back. Just like that. Tighten them down. 1, 2. All right, let's get our pads going. All right, cool. So we got our pad in. Let's get our other pad in. Awesome. Pads are officially in. At this point, guys, let's compress the piston. Let's grab an old brake pad, just like that. So today we're going to be using this tool. It's a pretty simple, very affordable tool. You could probably buy 2 of them for maybe 20 bucks. But we can really only use one if we really need to. So I'll show you how that gets done. So as you guys can see, we're compressing the one side. And what we're going to do is we're going to push in. And we're just going to keep our thumb here and just keep pressure. And the goal is just to go slowly. And as you guys can see, the piston is going back pretty nicely. Now you can buy the caliper retractor tool that does the double piston. That's fine, go ahead. But if you're just doing this on the fly, you can get it done this way as well. Slow and steady wins the race, boys. Now there will be a bunch of armchair experts in the comment section that are gonna say, oh, he's a hack, he's not using the right tool. Listen, I'm using it this way because the majority of my audience, this is probably what they have access to and probably what they can afford on the fly, because obviously they don't do this every day like I do. You guys have seen my videos. I have basically everything I need to do a brake job. It's just, I do it this way for you guys, not for me. Slide that one over. There we go. Now they're both officially seated. Cool. This is where we want to go ahead, feed our sensor right up through here like this, and we're just going to place this in like this. Now at this point, what I would like you to do before you put this all back together is push this pin out. You see that? Now we're going to clean this and we're going to grease this. See how they're dry? So here's our pin that we just removed from here. Now all we're going to do is just grease it up. This is the stuff that I like to use. So it's awesome stuff. I've come back 4 years later and the grease is still good and it's still blue. It doesn't clump up. This grease here does not clump up. It's awesome stuff. Right there, perfect. Now let's do the same thing on the bottom one. And all you're gonna do is just basically just push it right out. And there it is. A little bit of grease. Spread it evenly. That's what she said. Awesome, we're in. Awesome, we're in. Perfect. Alright, so at this point we're just installing our bolts into our slide. Gonna catch them a couple of turns. Same thing on the bottom. Give it a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Awesome. Doing good. Grab yourself a T40. tighten her down. Awesome, guys. Now at this point, we're just gonna remove that, put the new one back in, and it just slides right in there like that. See? Just slides in, and then take this part and just do this. Slide it right into that clip. You guys see the little clip? That's just to secure the wire. Now take your plug that bad Larry in. Just like that, guys. Basically done now. Now don't forget to put these little dust boots, because they do protect that T40, the T40 bolt. And believe me, you don't want that getting rusted up. All right, guys, so basically this is how you perform a front brake replacement on a 2021 Ram ProMaster 2500 with the V6. All right. Now listen, if you guys found value in this video, if it helped you at all, make sure to please comment, leave me a like, and hit that subscribe button, guys. It helps the channel grow so much you have no idea. All right, guys, catch you on the next video.